welcome back to the FTS. We are here at the Denver Roval for race 17 of the season. Quick look down qualifying. And back up the board we go. This is going to be the elimination race from the round of 12 as the pace truck peels off in the final chicane. We'll get this party started with a green flag to kick off the Fiji Water 200. Here we go. Outside lane trying to come in a bit strong, but I think Morshoe got the preferred line through 1 and 2. Here comes the 18, side by side of the lead. And here they go into the infield section. 95 a little wide there. They're going to get moving. The battle for second kicks off. I think Iris is going to take second back. The 52 hangs in. Going to drop to third. Billy Mays in fourth. Pretty decent run here. As they're all single filed out where we are here. A little further back. Whoa, the 0-2, way off the course. What's Bernice White doing? Slides back in front of the 7. They're battling. They'll have to go side by side through here. All right, 18. It's on exit, getting down to it. Right through here. It is part of the course where you got to be single file to get through this little dinky ass chicane. Let's see him. It's so tempting to put one up the inside here. Oh, we got a spinner. Caution's out. Several drivers. Oh, whoa, Nino vaulting the curbs. That's going to be damage of 21. So some of the drivers made it to the second lap. They're still racing. Others did not. Morshoe and Iris doing battle. That is out front. Not sure when the caution came out, where some of the drivers who are instructed to be single file, they're seeing back there. But I believe the top 6 are allowed to race. Back to Derek Baum. The 95, a little wide there. Definitely going to be tough making up ground. If you keep making mistakes like that. On exit, pretty good. And oval 3 and 4 is not that bad. It's just right here. You got stack, bundle, chicane, and the dual pit road system that's being used. All the drivers made it through. Caution is out. Been out for a while. The 98 looked like the first truck to go around. Big Biff. Take a look at Big Biff here. Oh, Big Biff just ran into the back of Nino. Both trucks go around. And the 76 of Purple Bottom locks it up through the chicane. You can see Biff stranded on the curbs. Nino vaults the curb there. 76 gets it rolling again. A lot of tough shit here. 98 coming back through the course. 21. I think they'll both be on the lead lap as under yellow. All right. Let's see. Some drivers in the back coming in. Not a whole lot of notables. There's Queso and Star. They're noteworthy. The 04 coming in. The 88. 66. And the 33. So it's a lot of split up right now. I think that's going to be the name of the game, is trying to outsmart your opponent on pit road with what you have. Big Biff currently running in the 42nd position. So this right here, all 42 on the lead lap. Everybody's still in it. All right. Take him away, Morshoe. Let's go back to green. Here we go. Green back in the air. I think this time the 95 might try something. Oh, here she comes. Billy Mays in the 19. I think the restarts are where you got to make your money. Let's hit the infield section. It's going to be the 95 out front. One more left-hander, and it takes us on to the road course section. 19 in second. The 18 is going to fight back, though. Morshoe needs some positions here. Oh, look at this. Razor and the Puff, they're going for fourth. And that 25 is going to get in there. Oh, but the 52's got him on the run back through that little downhill. And the Puff is losing another one. He's already locked in, but tough to see. Gets in the line in front of the one. That is a very much technique place to learn how to run the course. Coming up to one of the favorite tricky spots on the track right here. Whoa, the 95 ran it wide. Everybody's going firewall deep into this chicane. Look out, double file. They're going to make it work. Those in the back a little bit more patience than what we had thought. The battle for second is heating up pretty hard. The 18 wants it back on the 19. Neither of them are giving an inch. Oh, 19 goes a little wide, but he'll have a chance to get back to him. Yeah, the 18 is there. Just sticking with him. The 1 made a pass on the 25. Another top 10 run for Grakor. That's a underdog team looking to do what they can with what they got. Oh, the 95 goes wide. The 95 ran wide. And here comes the 19. Oh, caught her at a bad time, but they're going to try and challenge for it here. Through 3 and 4. Billy Mays. Here comes Morshoe. It's going to be 3 trucks down into the chicane. Iris is able to hold there. Oh, the 19's there. Comes back and makes the pass. Billy Mays out front. Morshoe still a strong third. Oh, he's looking underneath all the way down to the apron. Using as much track as he thinks he needs. Oh, they're going in. Make the pass. Here. Maybe. I think he got it. Oh, fighting back as always. That 95 is still looking strong. The 52 is here. 14 rounding out top 5. Yeah, there is. Whew. I'll take a look where that 33 is real quickly. Oh, never mind. The 15, 19. One of those drivers runs it up the track. You can't be making mistakes there. Here comes Morshoe. Side by side for the lead. The 18's got it. He runs a little bit past those curbs, but as long as there is some form of attempt to turn, you can turn there. Hampton in the top 10. Another one of those teams that needs just any good run they can. Fred Jones, 13th. Nice to see him just hanging around doing a solid job. That Stars managed to run all the way to the 21st position. Not terrible. Queso, Rats Tyrell, top 25 runners. Wolf Van Halen's here. Curbio, J Money, and Derek Baum are kind of struggling a bit in this traffic. Who else? Anyone else back here that needs any introduction? Not really. Window Liquor, Turtle Slow, they're all pretty slow. And Big Biff just hasn't seemed to be able to make it work ever since that first caution. Oh, is Morshoe going to hit the corner? A little wide on the apex, but I think he's going to be able to hold serve. Iris could try and run him down. And you also have to think about the first caution. Not sure how that's going to affect the pitting, or if we'll have another one, but it's possible. And they're going to beeline to pit road. It's a 2-stop race. Grakor and Hampton kind of changing it up, going an extra lap. Grakor going to get the lap led as a lot of them coming in. So 13 leads to 46. Remember, this is a long lap, so if you want to go an extra lap on fuel, you have to make sure you're ready for it. Hampter closes in. Slowly weaving his way through here. I want to see where some of those guys who exit pit road, where they come out at. Iris, Morshoe, Razor. But 19 lost some spots on pit road. That's some ground you're going to have to make up. Gracor, Hampter, Fred Jones in third. The 13. These four are going to make the corner. Now this is, you got to run the numbers here if you want to make fuel work. So we'll see how this plays out for those who pitted one lap later. See Gracor in, Hampter in, Fred Jones in, Butterpants, Bunger, Purple Bottom in. I think that's everybody who needs to come in. As remember, the caution came out, so that's going to create a kind of a divide between those who came in, those who didn't. So 71 of Star did not lead that lap, but next lap maybe. Queso, Rats Tyrell, Wolf Van Halen, a lot of interesting names that have kind of been not in victory lane either recently or ever. So we'll see what this has to play out for the 71. Queso's running second. There's Iris and the gang. And they're going to be way ahead of the number 13. Just now coming out, merging in. Although Benny Scholl and Billy Mays lost a lot of time. Oh, we got some dust kicked up here. Not sure what that's all about. Star and Queso running for the lead. I think the 99 is going to try and lunge it into the corner. Not going to be enough. Rats Tyrell's third place run. That's not that far away, you think, but it's all about hitting those marks, especially here, an inside corner, and then get the runoff to the outside the corner again. And there you go. That's that little shimmy section. So Star running in there at oval turn 2. Morshoe just now hitting the chicane. You think even if they try and play it right on pitting, do you think the 18 still has the advantage here? I mean, 19th place is pretty rough, but you're still in a good spot to make it work. Even if you have to put up with some other lap traffic potentially later. Maybe depending on how far these guys go. That the current leaders. J Money in top 5. Haven't heard much out of him. He's trying to save his shit through an interesting array of strategies. Derek Baum in the 33 is here as well. Oh, see a little bit run wide off for ball sack there. You got to be careful about some of those drivers who you may not trust. And that 7 is not that good. So the number 71 continues to be out front, thinking that the call now is in this time, these three, that Derek Baum is taking the continued route of trying to run this one out. At the very least, he will get a lap lead count to his name, so that may be what they're going after here. Iris has made the pass on Morshoe. That's notable. The 95 now the acting leader, given all cycling stops, up to the 9th position. But that may be more. Actually, currently in the 2nd position, Iris is. Morshoe 3rd, Razor 4th. It's Derek Baum out front, who has not pitted yet. So now we can focus on this battle here as Morshoe puts the heat on the 95. The 52 in the picture. Oh, Razor runs wide that corner, looking for a way around. That's going to hold him up and the 25 potentially. Morshoe, potentially a bit of a sloppy line there. He saw in the very distance for 33 still leading. As Derek Baum gets back on the oval. Iris continuing to make work of running away from those behind her. And the 95 gets back on the oval. And the 33 comes in this time. Morshoe really has to think about how he's going to handle this one. Because on one hand, if there's no more pitting, this is the battle for the win. But there's still 5 laps to make it happen. So there's 3 different things you could do. You could take the battle for the 95 to the end. You can try and outsave, try to go to the end where she pits and you don't. Or you could save while she burns it up. A caution comes out. You both stay out and you cook her on the restart. There's plenty of different ways to play this. That's the glory of racing with strategy. There's multiple ways to solve the problem. Razor runs off a little wide. He doesn't like that corner. Derek Baum exiting the pits. He's going to come out around where Willie Stroker is. The puff 4th. Hampter now inside the top 5. That 46 is actually looking surprisingly well. He might actually be one to watch. Maybe, depending on how this plays out. Because you have that group that pitted 1 lap later. That might come into play. The 95 of Iris enters the corner. Might be a little wide, but no, I think Morshoe just had a better rotation through the middle. It's so tough to get better exit than the guy in front of you because they get to start accelerating sooner. You have to basically beat them to it to close up the distance and then find a way to actually make the pass. Very double-edged sword mentality here. Let's take a look at the back of the pack here as Big Biff there. Battle for the lead. Let's actually look at leaderboard here. A problem on Queso's car. That could hold up. As we see a pass for the lead, Morshoe takes it from Iris. A big issue on the 99. He's hasn't been able to get out of his box. That's a playoff ender right there. I don't see Queso making it to the next round with that. So big problems there. Big problems for a big man. Jokes write themselves. The 52 is trying to close in on this battle. Razor is sitting third and looking strong. Iris, Morshoe, the gang's all here. Hampter's just trying to hold him off for fifth. Fred Jones, Grackhor still in the top 10. Billy Mays running ninth, trying to just get as much as he can. And Dirtman rounds out the top 10. Darkest Presence. Star sits 12th. That's another important break point in the pitting strategy, drivers. Everyone's trying to get as much as they can on the inside of where they're going. Now, Morshoe is in control of this thing. Does he want to burn up his equipment here? Like tires, fuel? You're not sure what you're going to do here. So, it's kind of like a high velocity game of chess, if you will. 3 laps left, and everybody's kind of spread out trying to do their own thing. Nobody's really in a position to, I would say, like the cause of a caution. I think is going to go green to the end. Actually, the guys in the back. Oh, bad day for the 04. They just can't catch a break. Can't buy a break if they had all the money in the world. Oh, Morshoe runs wide. Iris has a chance to close in. You want to push, but you don't want to make mistakes. It is a devastating balancing act you have to pull off. Oh, we got a lot of smoke. A lot of dirt in the mid area there. Maybe just a lot of drivers losing some positions here. I do not see the tactical advantage of that. Morshoe is sitting decently well. Limited laps left. Oh, he might run a little wide. All right. He's coming around. He could take his chances with trying to run it out as much as he can, or it might be throwing it in. They're going to go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 to go. What's this 18 got? I mean, shit, he's trying everything he can to get a win. I mean, winning is important, regardless of where you at this season. But one thing's for sure, the 95 is going to go down swinging, as there's several drivers lined up. Look at this. Oh, the 25, the 18, they go wide. Iris commanding out front. The 52 trying to take the outside for second. I think Morshoe's going to hang on to that position. Now the ball's in the 95's court. Doesn't want to mess it up. Take a look at this. I'm not sure what's going to happen here with what they've got. They might try to make it go all the way. The 46 is in position in case the top four all have an issue. Iris hits her marks on that corner pretty good. All right. It's coming down to the end. It'll be scary hours if anything bad were to happen. Through the chicane. They're going for it. White flag in the air. One more time around. As the 99, an update on that, he's out. Nothing much really to say about that. You kind of made your bed with where you are right now. To the infield section. How's Iris going to handle going into the Roval? So far, so good. More shoe. Just trying to get a little bit better line through where she runs. The 18 up a bit. That's going to be weird. You need to catch now. Can't just set up for later. '95 is making good time. Another banked corner on the other side. Now this part can be difficult. You're going into the right-hander and then the long turn back on the oval. Let's see it. Actually, surprisingly good. I think the 95 is executed in a solid manner. The back and forth battle with the 18 is going to result in a pretty solid win coming through the chicane. And it's going to be done. Iris conquers the Denver Roval. Checkered flag. Man, another heartbreaker for the 18. Just cannot seem to execute. Hampter, good top 5 run there. Top 10 finish for Dirtman 5. You have several drivers in the back kind of straggling out. The 36, 45, big biff. But damage must have really got to him. The cool down lap sure is cooling down, all right. Plenty of good finishers here. Big Biff, you're still going. Good God. Let's just watch this 98. You didn't win, buddy. In fact, you very much lost. Really thought that there'd be some sort of 4D chess strategy playing, but guess not. Well, it was a fun race either way. I say all the lead lap finishers, pretty much every single one of them here except for the retirement from the 99. That's all we have for this race. We'll see you next time. Take care.